What's going on, folks? Jam Sketch here. Daily number 3. This time we're gonna get incredible with it, folks. I got a commission from one of my peoples, a young lady I met at Comics in Color, which is an awesome monthly event over at the Grove Hall Library in Boston. If you're in the neighborhood, definitely swing over there, check it out. They talk about all kinds of nerdy stuff. They talk about black comic books, black comic creators, black comic characters, and just everything else. Just all around goodness over there at Comics in Color. There's a big event coming up. April 4th. It's going to be dope. I'm going to be there. It's going to be amazing, so check it out. comicsincolor.com. Check that out. Lovely young lady wanted me to draw her husband as the Hulk, because he's a big comic book fan too, right? Yes, man. That's one of those characters it might be the most relatable character out of all superheroes. Everyone gets angry, everyone gets teed off, everyone loses it sometimes, maybe not to the scale of the Hulk, but he's one of my favorites. I would have to say if Wolverine wasn't around, this might have been my favorite superhero. But hey, Logan's here, so that's already taken, Jack. But Hulk's a good number 2. He's a good number 2 to have. But yeah, man, let's get to it. Doom. This one was pretty exciting. Whenever I get to do Marvel characters, that's like home base for me, man. I grew up on these guys. I remember buying comic books just to study like anatomy and how to draw muscles and all that jazz. And it's crazy because comic books may not be the best place to learn anatomy. Maybe I could be wrong, but most of the time they're exaggerated. At least the time I was reading them. That was back in the 80s, early 90s. That was the extreme era, so they would draw these guys looking bananas, man, like crazy. They went for the most extreme poses, the most rippled, all the veins, like they just made people look crazy back in the 90s. These days, honestly, if you look at comic books, it's a much more traditional approach, because now they're trying to be more realistic. They want to kind of not really compete with the cinematic, like with the movies out there and everything, but artists are becoming more and more realistic with their styles. Some are, it's still a question of flavor, what do you want to bring to the table? What point do you want to get across in your artwork? But this was downright fun, man. My homegirl Joy, she wanted me to draw her husband as the Hulk. So I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna Hulk him out as much as possible. Him being a Hulk fan, I want to make him proud, And it was also turned into a t-shirt, so it was for his birthday, so he got a poster and a t-shirt with the same image. And I think he liked it, man. I think he was happy about it. Right now, I didn't like the way the leg was, the right arm as well. So I got the lasso tool and did a little surgery. That's the great thing about working digitally. You could do all kinds of little magic tricks. You could get your image just the way you want it. And let me see what I'm doing. I'm filling in the blanks. Looks like I'm adding highlights right here. Hulk, he looks simple, but he could be tough. His skin, he's green, and you could lose something just making him a flat green, But if you play around a bit, you can make it almost look believable, you know? And it's all about practice. You know, the more you practice painting skin in general, no matter what color it is, you're gonna get better at it, you know? Certain skin is a bit more translucent than others. Certain skins you see absorb light more. Certain skins you see reflect light a lot better than other skin complexions. That's a good thing to keep an eye out for. Man, Hulk with dreads, man, that's badass. I don't care what no one says. But I'm biased. Put dreadlocks on any character, I think it'll make them better. Well, certain guys. I can't imagine Batman with dread. Who knows? He might look sick too. Yeah, man. I need more Marvel guys to like the sketch. You know, the comic book stuff that's where I'm at. That's my home turf. Any superheroes, Turtles, Hulk, Wolverine, Batman. I'm all about it, man. I'll sketch it up. Adding my shadows, going to my trusty dark purple for the shadows. I learned a new trick. I didn't incorporate it here, but I gotta try that. Maybe my next sketch. Maybe tomorrow's daily. Is cool shadows and warm light. Right? The contrast. I gotta start incorporating that more. Boom, did a little selection trick to get the shadow underneath. Man, look at that. Look at those knuckles. Man. Look at the forearm. The guy looks like he could just rip cars apart and use them as boxing gloves, huh? A little bit more detail on the legs. Who could, man? This guy was the toughest, man. I mean, of course, Wolverine took him down a few times, but you know, we're not keeping a score or nothing. Yeah, but nah, he's definitely one of the baddest, man. I don't like how the movies did him, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe they didn't want the Hulk to be the true powerhouse he is in the comics, but the movies, they would water him down, man. Every time you saw the guy, he was like, man, what are they doing to my boy, man? But he was still cool. He was still fun to see. In the Endgame, Professor Hulk, it was fun. It was cool, right? But I don't know, man. It was cool. But I like my Hulk just full of rage. You know, uncontrollable. You know, not even sure if you could reason with him. The Hulk of the first Avengers was like, yes, that is it, man. What am I doing now? I had a little details here and there. But I don't know. What kind of Hulk do you like, guys? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Who was your best version of the Hulk, man? Your favorite, I should say. And yeah, this is nearing completion, man. It was a pretty smooth one. I had a lot of fun doing it. Commissions like this, I love it, man. Folks ask me if I could draw their kids as superheroes or themselves, or I love stuff like that. Let's see, lightening up the shadow, keeping a white background. It's kind of striking that way, you know. Makes them pop off the page so much more. And I wanted to get the, you know, one of his sayings, man. Boom, strongest one there is. There you go. That's it, guys. That's one for the day. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Love you. Peace.